Hi, Smirconishers! Welcome back to smirconish.com. This is the editor's report, and as you know, I'm your editor, Gili. Hope everyone is staying safe, staying healthy, and staying sane. As I do every week, I'm going to highlight some of our best critical thinking, original content featured at smirconish.com. So let's get right into it. First up, we have S.J. Hart, who wrote a piece called The Side Effects of Hydroxychloroquine, where she discusses the really frightening side effects of the drug and how it is very negative on mental health and creates suicide ideation in a lot of patients who have taken the drug. So check that out. Then we have Gabby Wellness, who wrote a piece called Who Will Latinos Vote For in the 2020 Presidential Election, discussing the growing number of Latinos and their entire voting bloc and how they might be able to swing the election and who they will ultimately vote for this coming election in November. Then we have Buckley Brinkman with a video essay called Balancing Public Safety and Economics, discussing how to bring back people to work, to office spaces, to factories in a very healthy and safe way in the cloud of confusion that is the coronavirus. Then we have Benjaminrolski with a piece called Conservative Politics and American Public Life, discussing the libertarian and conservative protests that were happening all over the country these past few weeks and how conservative politics is influencing American public safety and American public life at large. Then we have Adelenathaniel, who wrote a piece called How to Cope with Quarantine and Train Your Brain to Stay Calm, Happy, and Content Without Booze or Drugs. Sounds appealing, right? Definitely go check that one out. It's about how to manage your emotions, whether negative or positive, manage your stress during these very stressful times. A lot of tips and tricks that are really effective for these quarantine days where we find a lot of people are losing their sanity. Then we have Ralph Galante, who wrote a really touching piece called Thoughts on Resiliency, a POW's Experience. Ralph was actually a prisoner of war in Vietnam, and he writes from experience on how to be resilient, how to stay hopeful, how to have hope, and how to survive the toughest of circumstances. Then we have Ira Schoon with a piece called Online Learning is Ineffective. Ira is a professor at a university here in the United States, and he is concerned about the quality of education that can be taught through online learning. So check out that very important and timely piece. Then we have Erin Luker Mariscal, who is a dentist herself and wrote a piece called A Dentist's COVID-19 Dilemma, discussing the hardships and the uncertainty that has come to dentists during this very stressful time. And lastly, Shane Inspector, one of the all-time great lawyers of the Philadelphia area, wrote a piece for smirconish.com called In a Pandemic, Good Social Science Should Be Part of Good Medical Science, where he discusses how opening up the economy and opening up socialization in a safe way can really benefit people's health, not just mentally, but physically, and how it could actually help stop or help shorten the spread of the coronavirus in the United States. So check all that really great content out. And as always, if you have anything to contribute, if you have an idea, write an essay, send it to us. All your ideas are valuable. I would love to work with you to publish on our website. And as always, tune in to SiriusXM, the POTUS channel, channel 124, at 9 a.m. every weekday for the Michael Smirconish program, and on CNN on Saturday at 9 a.m. for Smirconish. Thank you so much for tuning in, for listening, for viewing, for commenting, for reading, for writing for us. We appreciate you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next week. Have a great weekend.